Hello everyone. Prepare yourself for a pretty narcoleptic evening. Hello John, hello Thomas, Frank, Rufan, Paul, Thorsten. Hello Frank. Moin Stefan. He's gonna be playing ketamine, William. Hello Marcos. I don't know what's going on, but here the weather's been down again. It's almost 0 degrees Celsius again today. Hence, cozy, dubby, icy mood swings. Hello Digler Dirk. Hello Sava. This track is pretty sick indeed. Salut Billy Bob. I might have some city pop. So yeah, pretty psychedelic, narcoleptic music tonight, but who knows? Maybe you guys will tell me another way, another path. But yes, the weather tends to make up my mind musically, that's for sure. Even if it's night time now, and I only get to feel the weather, not see it. Yeah, I think Germany is the same as well. Down 15 degrees from last week. This is Grand Mal X, Great Evil X, on the ever reliable Keskill label. So started by Rivet with that Swedish techno artist who I released some records from way back. Who was one of the last artists to release an album on Mego while the boss was still alive. Yeah. Hello Pinup. Hello Steve. Hello Sean. Tonight I'll also be revisiting some records I haven't pulled out in a while. Stuff that might have aged. Bonsoir Frédéric. Hello DJ Mystère Joël. Hello 808. Starting kind of for you, right? Grand Mal X on the Keskill label. That was released 10 years ago. 2014. Jonas is a pal of mine. Hello Nictronic. Hello Rich. Wooden Chips is this great psych band, modern psych band. This was released on Field Jockey in Chicago. Obviously, the Sonic Boom remix and the Anti-Weatherall remix would be the appeal on this. But we actually listened to the Condodo remix. Hello Rudiger. A little record that you can probably find for nothing. It's a great percussive Andy Weatherall remix for the party. The Sonic Boom remix is a wall of sound. And the Condodo remix is whatever you make out of it. Sort of psychedelic bliss slow rock. Because the groove, if you break it down, it's kind of like it's a rock and roll groove. Salut Christophe. I think you might be right, Frank. For some reason, I've never investigated the Brian Johnston massacre. I think it should be, but you guys tell me. Let's see. It's got this kind of like body in the groove, but ketamine down. Oh, it's fairly cheap. Not super cheap, but like totally affordable. He says I don't play rock, huh? Salut Philippe, buenos dias. Be fairly a lot of electronic tunes tonight, I think, as well. Non, je pense pas, on verra. Hello, hey Joe, how are you? And yeah, so first week after the return. Interesting. I've been exhausted, having like nightmares from the stuff happening, but it is what it is. I was expecting a few records this week that I didn't get, but I got something quite interesting that had been after for quite some time now. I'll be playing soon. Interesting times, and I'm not saying that in a necessarily positive way. By the way, thank you Thomas, and thank you Dobbs for leaving very nice tips in the coffee jar already. Thank you guys, much appreciated, always very helpful. For those new here, if you want to support the channel, tip your DJ of the night. There's a link in the description of the video where you can do so. This week I learned in the news that Birmingham went bankrupt, declared bankruptcy. That's the second largest city in the UK. Yes, John. Wow. Do you have a Shazam or are you that good, huh? Yeah. This is a band from Birmingham, Higher Intelligence Agency. Their second album, Free Floater, on Beyond, 1995. Kind of like artificial intelligence techno, ambient techno from the UK from early mid-90s. Music that was kind of an experiment rather than being experimental in nature. As you get these rhythms, these kind of breakbeat drums, not intended for the dance floor for sure. So what is the intent of that music? Well, that's the thing. That was the appeal back then. Music devoid of purpose, of obvious purpose. I guess that would have been a nice soundtrack for when you were reading a William Gibson novel. So yeah, this is like sci-fi music from a romantic perspective. The soundtrack of a future that will never really exist, right? Thank you, John. Hello, Angela. Well, thank you for stopping by anyways. Wow. Yeah, it's a nice little album. Salut Chris. J'espère que tu vas bien. Yeah, the first time I heard Higher Intelligence Agency was because of the EP of their first album that featured a remix by Ottaker. Yeah, I have some Windy Encore I'll pin up, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of low-key music in the sense nothing really spectacular happens. But there's a sort of like finesse to it. Probably in this like non-purposeness, purposefulness. Hello, Brandon. Nice to see you. Yeah, so Birmingham, bankruptcy. They cutting out all funding for culture. Ah, nice. Hello, Dubs, and thank you again. Hello, Richard. Well, certainly music that influenced Tom York. Salut, Ryan. Oh, tout de suite les références. Yeah, it is. That's what I was saying. I was probably reading sci-fi books while listening to this back then. There's obviously the dub aspect as well that is an appeal to me. And thank you, Sean, the Vinyl Dreamscape, for leaving a little tip already. Ah ouais, c'est pas faux. La déconstruction, mais là c'est un collage. It's funny Pinup would mention this reminds him of Richard Devine, but if you look closely, this is a sort of sculpture with the shadow behind. But I think it is like the construction of something from like a space hub satellite or something. If you see like this like golden foil.
Deep thunder rolled around their shores.
Now, another connection I had with higher intelligence agency was Biosphere, as the two bands collaborated on two albums. The first one being made out of field recordings in Norway, in the north, like of ice
Deep
melting.
thunder rolled around their shores.
Yeah, I agree, John. The first one was. Hello, Ryan. I think I told you. Hello, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's sad. I heard that there were like 30 major cities in the UK that were on the verge of bankruptcy. Well, B12 is kind of one of my earliest bands, for sure. Hello to Will's Good. Maybe I'll play some B12. I was thinking maybe I should do an artificial intelligence stream soon. So I think that might be coming soon. I heard you saying that. Actually, if you want to watch an interesting sci-fi TV show that is totally under the radar, kind of cheesy, very low production values, Canadian. It's I think it was called Total Recall 200 2070 or something like that. It's kind of like an X-Files take on hard sci-fi. It's was pretty good. Pretty good ideas. Hello, I'm the Dead. I love Pierre Boulez. Well, yeah, I think he's a very interesting musician, very important. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just meant to do like a stream of this kind of music. So I'm playing this, the only vinyl uh, trace of Fires from Orc, which is Biosphere and Pete Namlook. They did 2 CDs on Fax and this EP on Apollo RNS. But the first album, which features this track, is going to be reissued on vinyl for the first time on the same label that reissued Air, Pete Namlook. I think it's called Silent Season. There are pre-orders for that. So you get the 2 tracks from the EP plus 3 other tracks from the CD, 2 20-minute plus long tracks. Really interesting album. Kind of Biosphere, more on the like ambient techno side of things. Salut Distorsion Temporelle. Okay, a political economical debate between Sean and Dobbs. I think the music is gonna win. Frank and Gidget, thank you guys for leaving a tip already as well in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. The other side of this EP is more ambient, even if if the DJ played that on the dance floor, you'd probably be like a little puzzled. It's music from another time. I guess I'm quite happy with the reissue of that CD since the other tracks are more ambient. They're kind of loopy as well, but yeah. A record I found in France that I had been after for quite some time, I'm very happy with, is foreshadowing all this. Hello, Bat. How are you? Relias, hello. Well, I guess it would probably be an ideal of living. There you go. I assume 808 is talking about the fires from Orc. Fires of Orc, sorry. Et voilà. Hello, Billy Bob. Oh no, I said it to you. Hello already. Sorry. Ah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I get you. I think there's a little even better than that for the dance floor, like to get you psyched. Hello, Grateful Dog. Hello, Richie. In this one, um, well, not really in this one actually. This is a French record. Um, it's interesting because this guy was virtually unknown for the longest time. They recently issued an album of his on the Mego Edition GRM series. This is Bernard Faure, Burned Strong, Jour de lenteur, Day of Slowness, from the groupe de musique vivante de Lyon. Lyon, the city of Lyon's living music group. Experimental music from Lyon. It's a series of this label. I think has 4 or 5 releases. I have a couple of others, and there's one that is quite expensive for really stupid reasons right now. But this is the best one, in my opinion. The other side has some treated harmonium, quite interesting. But this is the one really, in my opinion. Both sides have their strong points, but this is really beautiful, weird electronic music. I'm sure Faust, yeah, Brandon loved it. Yeah, and this is still a pretty affordable record. You can probably find it for around $20, which is probably cheaper than most new releases, considering this is like 40 years old now, right? Yeah. Yeah, Bottle Surfers are amazing. Guns. Yeah, kind of, but I got most of Heriberto's records, the sound sculpture phenomenon, but I think this is more interesting, more rewarding after repeated listenings. Manuel and Rich, thank you guys for leaving tips in the coffee jar. Merci les amis, merci. Exactly. Hello Andrew, nice to see you. Actually, you know what? I actually don't like one Oneatrix point never did. Like there's something about his sound aesthetic that doesn't work with me, doesn't connect with me. Hello Raph, nice to see you. Oh mon frère Dom, salut. I was almost like mailing you a link for a record to buy Dom today, but then I realized that the price has gone down and that was just the normal price. But I will be playing that record tonight anyways because of that. No, François Janot, of course. I really like him. What's the name of that album? The Curious Planet? Is that it? But I have like records of his with Daniel Humer that are amazing. But the Bien Curious Planet, yes, on Palm, and the stuff he did. Yeah, I'll play some Jeff Gilson tonight, actually. So he might be there. Yes. Bernard Faure. Burned Fort. Le tombeau de William Byrd, Jour de lenteur. I'm playing Jour de lenteur right now. I'll be playing some, like, this is like, see, it's a piece that takes its time. There's a kind of Luc Ferrari feeling to it, as well, a little bit of a Hörspiel quality, but with a very distinct electronic sound that is not very common in musique concrète at the time. Very minimalistic. Yeah, Une Curieuse Planète. Yeah. No, it's the kind of record that, as I'm looking for this kind of music, looking for the information about it existing, it was a kind of record that I've been aware for a long time, and it was on my want list. But I thought, like, this is a cheap record, and you know, sometimes when you haven't heard something, you're aware of it, and it's cheap, and you just like always sidetrack it. You always put it for later, and then you realize, man, that's a shame I didn't have that in my life already for quite some time. This is music I would have enjoyed 10 years ago, and I still greatly enjoy. There's all these frequencies that are, you see, they're going in the direction of something that is barely hearable through these high pitched frequencies, tones. Oh yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I have that. Actually, I think I might miss the cover of it. I have the original. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on there, huh? There was a copy in the US, nice. And Sean got it. Let's assume so. Huh? This is just the beginning of that. Okay. I don't know how many copies were available like a few minutes ago, but now you have to go to Italy or France. So there is something akin to François Bayle in this. But when François Bayle does these sounds, it's always more bombastic than that. Quite pleasantly surprised that you guys like it, and that there's still people hanging out with this demanding music. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I didn't like it that much. Brandon, the GRM one that was newly issued last year. Nah, I thought it was interesting, but ultimately not exciting. Which is only my opinion, obviously. Hey, Patrick. Yeah, they announced it, but I don't think it's out yet. It's a double LP. I'm kind of looking forward to hear more tracks of it before making a decision. Ah merde. Hello, Royce. Nice to see you. I hope you're good, man. Are you going to Austin? Okay. That should be a good show. I think they're even better live than on record. Ah, nice. Devil is in the detail, right? Thank you, Bat, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar as well. Merci. Yeah. It's nice, these kind of albums where you have to kind of like extend the ear. To notice this world unfolding. Nice. That's usually a little bit expensive record, isn't it? Yes, I think you have to. You did, and you did start at a great entry point. Ouais, c'est pas faux, hein, mais c'est quand même bien fort. Yes. Yeah, this is the second side, indeed. This is like 83. 85. It was released in 85. Recorded 82, 83, 84. Now a record from a few years back that I absolutely cherish, from an artist that has been getting some hype in the past 2 years now, for records that are, in my opinion, way less strong than this one. Yeah, I checked it yeah, a little bit yesterday. The Mondiophone library label, I do have one or two releases there. I'll tr- I'll check them for next week, and I'll think about that. Absolutely. This is Années Montserrat from Ghent in Belgium. This was released, I believe, 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Recorded in Ghent between 2009 and 2012 on the great Mork Tapes label. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Someone was asking me about if this stream's number was a reference to me playing some of the greatest hits from 1132. Well, this is kind of it. Sort of like a religious medieval drony music. Hello, Eric. Write me something on Instagram, please. I need to send you something. Tranquility, but you hear this like monotonous, dramatic drone pushing and pushing tension. I let it bleed into the next track because if I remember correctly, the next one is awesome as well. Hello, Rrose Revenge. Welcome. Is it the one with the red and white cover? Actually, I have more than a couple. But the next one is for you, Elias, as it features Jean-Louis François Janot. Yeah, as I said, the latest one touches on that, but misses the mark in my opinion. A little better in my opinion. Yeah, totally. Mournful is a good way to describe this. Now the deep bass, it's gotta get you. Débris. Extremely strong album. Yeah, kind of, absolutely. Salut Pascal. Welcome back. Yeah, I agree. It's not sinister, it's just grave. And light as well. Débris. Featuring Jean-François Jeannot, ténor. soprano saxophone, Jean-Louis Chotan, ténor alto saxophone, Pierre Caron, ténor saxophone, Claude Le Niçois, basse clarinette, Bernard Lubat, vibes and percussion, Gilbert Rover on bass, Gaëtan Dupener on drums, Jeff Gilson on piano and conductor, Jean-Baptiste Mira on trompette. Listening to a free call from New Call from France. Jeff Gilson, the dawn of French jazz in so many ways. Was recorded in 1966 at the Saba Tone Studio in Schwarzwald. And we just reached the first hour, so this is when I just remind you, guys, you can leave a thumbs up on the video. The more you do that, the more I'm curious about what that means. If you're watching this after the stream, or if you just want to to get on with the dialogue, you can always leave a comment in the comment section there. And if you really like the stream and if you want to support the channel, tip your DJ of the night, there's a link in the description of the video where you can leave a tip. It's not just nice, it's very useful for this to happen every week, and for me to still be able to sustain that level of oddness and excitement, hopefully. Thank you. Yeah, it's not a cheap record. I'm sorry. Actually, 140 is kind of a good price for it. Exactement. Yes. Thank you, John. John Levinson, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup, John. 11:12, yeah. Now this is an odd record. I haven't played in quite a while. It's probably cheap. This is a tribute to Jeff Gilson and the Palm label. We're listening to a remix by Fortet of Jeff Gilson on the French Isma label. This is from 2004 or 5. Ah, Billy Bob, merci beaucoup pour le... Thank you a lot, Billy Bob, for the tip in the coffee jar. Merci. It's funny how I recognize Fortet almost instantly here. Salut Romuald. So in a way, this is not a really serious record. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. Fortet, a longtime fan of Jeff Gibson, chooses to redo Fable of Gutenberg, the 1961 recording magnified by the micro organ of Oriental jazz freak Lloyd Miller. In 1961, Jeff Gibson was playing with Lloyd Miller. All the sounds and samples from the nowadays cosmic jazz masterpiece are extracted from Jeff's numerous recordings and productions of the 60s and 70s. Exactly, that's what I like about it. The hardness. This was a record you used to find in the dollar bins. You might not find it in the dollar bins, but it's probably super cheap still. Oh yeah, you can find this for under $5. Grand merci Pascal, Pascal Daud, for a very nice tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. And I hope your want list gets lighter. Much better than I remembered it. Nah, it's a 9-minute long track. It's perfect to put like one side of vinyl on the turntable and be done with that. Just be inspired by it for the next one. And what might that be? So I hear it's record store day tomorrow, isn't it? Well, let me give you a little tip. Online record store day tip. Stunty record store day. Soundome is doing like a promotion of, like, they give you 10% on all in-stock items and 15% if you're a subscriber. And they just stored back in a record from 2022. They only did 300 copies of that. Norwegian artist. I'm gonna play it now. It's another little record I'm really fond of. Yeah, fire. Tribute to Jeff Gilson, the French jazz player, remixed by Fortet. I don't know. I only know Hannibal Marvin Peterson in jazz. Hello, Quinn Davis. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're listening to music. All is well. See, you can hear kind of a dusky morning in a bay, in the harbor of a bay in in Norway. When I hear that, that's what I hear, and it's wonderful. I don't know if Chris Music Box is still here, but we had a quick exchange about Dutch harbor. This is my current Dutch harbor. Espen Friberg, limited to 300 copies, hand numbered. Wonderful haunted atmosphere with field recordings, drones, electronics. Yeah, the fog music for sure. yes, on Rrose. It's a pretty good label, indeed. Nothing, spectacular, but yeah, they got a good ear for spectacular, discrete music. Yeah. Yeah, you got kind of this little bit of this kind of a meeting of Jim O'Rourke and Asmus. So if you love it, I would encourage you guys to get it. Like Soundome has a few copies now. There's 2 copies on Discogs this afternoon when I last checked it. It's one of these little secrets with this long track that just creates, expands the world around you. I wish they have. I don't think so, actually. That would be. I just came up with the references. That would be so cool. And I really, really love this artwork. When you don't have money, you do a sticker and an insert. But you can do it different levels of cool. I know what VD40 is. Ah. Oh well.
Introducing to you the modern techniques of self-defense called Kung Fu fighting, y'all. Kung Fu fighting, not to kick like lightning, and a Babylon falling, and not to dread on the ball, and not to set up yourself dreadlocks, set up yourself dreadlocks, not up. I just a dread up, dread up, dread up. So we check Wang Yu, figure do what you do. We check Chen Sing, make him teach us about the thing called the Kung Fu fighting. Mercy Lord, how the them, yeah. The one hand she Lego, and 2 hands she spread out. A 1 hand she love it, move ya. 2 hands she love it. And she dolly down a power bank. The dolly pan the gully bank. The dub it in a power bank. The dolly pan Selassie I drive. The dolly down a Payne Avenue. The dolly pan Selassie High School. The dolly to low rising. The dolly to the temple. I wish temple I talk dread. Concrete temple, yeah. So set up yourself dreadlocks. Set up yourself dreadlocks. The automatic pistol remote control. Then it's the menace to match your soul. At the dub it in a power bank. At the dub it in a power bank. The kick like lightning. In the kung fu fighting.
Always need some dub after the fog. Hello KS, nice to see you.
Say the automatic pistol remote control. Then
Well,
it's the menace to
thank you.
match your soul. At the dub it
guess.
in a power bank. How are them? Yeah, they must be mad. 10,000 Babylon don't want to set me free.
Andrew Dukov, merci. Thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar, Andrew. Merci beaucoup.
Roses are red, my love, and violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you. But it's a kung fu fighting, and not the kick like lightning. Teach him how the black, you never know about that. In the kung fu fighting, but not to set up yourself dreadlocks. Set up yourself dreadlocks. I just a knot up, dead up, knot up. But not it dolly to the temple.
Hello, easy now.
To the concrete temple. And not it dolly down a 3 mile. What them say? They must be mad.
Now a record that is a reminder of a weird or retrospectively unexpected connection. Bass. So before chick chick chick, the three exclamation points. You know that band? Sign on Warp. Before that, there was a band called Outhud. Whose first album was actually signed on Cranky. Outhud, Street Dad. Funky, dubby, post-rock. Sometimes going towards Prince, sometimes this really, really odd combination. Pretty cool. See? It's a pretty good album. It's kind of a timepiece. 2002. Yeah. That whole album is actually pretty good from start to finish. Sure, there are some tropes from the time. But I remember seeing Chick 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 live in 2004 or 5 in Paris. It was just absolutely amazing. Whatever you think about music, the musicianship in the band was outstanding. And fun thing to see as well, as all the musicians changed instrument. They took they shifted position during the live show. It was pretty joyful moment. Outhead later signed on cassette in Germany and really lost their way. But they were kind of they became the side project of Chick Chick Chick. The more constrained one, in a way. Yeah, but you see, that was fun back then, but this has aged better in my opinion. But it was fun. I should be, huh? Give me $1 million. And isn't it midnight? 8:08?
Okay, let's do the next one.
Ooh. Midnight disco, huh? Well, Manuel, you're totally correct. That's what they were all about. Either copying, stealing from conch and liquid, or a modern homage. I think it's kind of in between. But let's focus on the positive. Now a band that is kind of like the Chick 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 of the 2020s. This is a tune I actually play out in clubs still today. Still pretty much shreds everything. The sound production just perfect. Timeless sounds. Okay, I'm way off. This is from 2016. I've been playing this for almost 10 years now. The second proper album by Factory Floor on DFA. Actually, I even toured with Black Devil Disco with Bernard Fevre. Black Devil Disco stayed in this house a couple of nights. I love Goblin. Suspiria soundtrack is one top 3 soundtracks ever made. Yeah, that one is still pretty cool. Factory Floor is an interesting band. Gabe, I believe, from the band, did some stuff with Chris and Cozy that is actually pretty good. And when they're good factory floor, they're basically doing Chicago house meets fella meets industrial. I absolutely love it. Shit Rubber has a few good songs, but overall it's kind of underwhelming and has aged badly, like the new disco stuff. But I have a Shit Robot 12-inch with an amazing remix. I'll try to find it and play it maybe next week. Hello, Dis. Hey, nice to see you, my friend. Absolutely. So no, this is not Goblin Roof, and this is Factory Floor, which is a project band that I'm always curious about their next venture, even if I'm often disappointed. But I'm also very needy. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's. Oh, yeah. That's. You just got all the roots for becoming a good DJ. Yes. Listen to Sean here, the Vinyl Dreamscape. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, leave a tip if you can. I don't think I have. I don't remember that. Remind me of that later. This is super hedonistic music as far as I'm concerned. Like the bass and the bass drum is kind of the same. Almost like a frequency rather than an actual drum. With the right lighting, people moving around you. Oh my god. This is trance music. Yes. And by the way, I just wanted not to forget to to give my thanks to Hans Lundgren, who gave me last week, who gave the show an extremely generous tip that he didn't send on the Ko-fi link, he sent it through the PayPal link. So, Hans, that was mighty generous of you. Thank you. If you're here tonight, I just didn't want to miss that opportunity. Yeah, well, that happens sometimes. Salut. Yeah. Now again, a record probably closer to the Bernard Faure record I played earlier, like pretty long piece. So you gotta bear with me a little bit here. What do you mean, Rufan? Huh? Yeah, that's a pretty good festival Frederick is talking about. Merci, GBL. Merci, Frank. Hello, Joe. Long time no see. Glad to catch you. Or glad you catch me. Now we're going to Denmark. I must say, I really like the design on that factory floor record with the green inner sleeve, yellow orange, like this really very unsubtle colors. I don't know, I thought it worked very well for that record. Oh. Really? Because it's a beautiful music soundtrack, I think. Fuzzy, Blau, split album with Sven Christiansen. Here's Fuzzy. So this is from 1975. Electronic music produced in Aarhus. Blau was produced early in the summer of 1974, partly in my own studio, partly in the first generation studio, in collaboration with Klaus Berit. Apart from more traditional instruments such as flute, clarinet, organ and piano, I use steel dishes, toy instruments, wood sticks, and tin cans. The sounds were normally manipulated in various ways, filtered, transposed, etc., but sometimes used in their original form. Furthermore, I think that if humanity doesn't soon get itself together, this spaceship of ours is going to fall apart, and when I take a look at myself, I fear that it probably will. Fuzzy. Yeah, it is, and there's a 10-inch before that is actually pretty amazing. Wow, 1974, huh? Not a cheap record, not crazy expensive, but it's a pretty wild one. So it's a sort of like experimental cosmic disco, musique concrète, psych record. Yeah, should let him know. Fuzzy, your tin can sounds awesome. They sound great, sorry, great. Yeah, we're grateful for you, this, sincerely. This is the part I love about that record, actually. So gentle. This is this is absolutely amazing. Hello, Thomas. Nice to see you. This is in Israel. Just perfect hippie music. It gets really cosmic. Even more cosmic after a while, if I remember correctly. Wow. There's a wave of Danish electronic music composers who deal with water sounds. Knut Victor is the main one, but he's not the only one, obviously. Salut France Bizarre. Kind of, a little bit, yeah. But without the comical aspect that you sometimes find in Dominique Laurent. Hello Chris M. Next record is not too far away from that. A few weeks ago, I played a trumpet record that suddenly got really popular. A record that was ignored for years, mostly, and all copies that were on Discogs sold. I don't know if you guys remember the Jack Logan New Music for Trumpet. That was a less than $10 record. Now it's a little bit different. Next record is maybe possibly similar to that. Cheap record, but only 3 copies available on Discogs. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you like the next one, you should pull the trigger quickly. Fuzzy. Ah, bienvenue. Tu portes bien ton nom ici. Crazy record. The other side is pretty good as well, but the fuzzy side. Now we're getting in the Detroit techno area almost. Like crazy Jeff Mills harmonies. Not really, unfortunately. This one is the one. The rest is nah. It's an anomaly, this one. It's getting so cold here. Oh my god, the weather is crazy. And this is when this gets into experimental music now. Okay, I see a few copies getting bought of this record already. The tin cans. Record playing now is, in my world, is an audiophile record. Because it is audiophile music with a great pressing. Quint, do I have any when? I hope that answers your question. We're listening to John English and Candace Natwig, Triptych on the 1750 Arch label. Trombone, electronics, violin and voice. This track is trombone solo, but the whole album is amazing. So Quint, which one is your favorite when record? I even have some Holy Toy, the band of Lars Petersen before that. Yeah, it's here in Sweden, it's in France, it's everywhere, and it's underwhelming in my opinion. Salut Baléric. No, it isn't. It hasn't been in a long time now. Yeah, kind of. Salut Tompo. Tompo Roboto. I think it's the first time I see you here. Isn't it weird that one would feel that way? To be in the US and to feel isolated from the rest of the world. I'm not surprised that someone would say that. It feels kind of in line with what I see in the world, but still, it's pretty depressing, isn't it, to feel that you'd be isolated in the US? Ah, yeah. Well, that's the best one in my opinion, of the ones on vinyl. My favorite one is on CD, unfortunately, and my CD got CD rot, so I can't even listen to it anymore. Yeah. So how about that? A solo trombone track. The next one is a trombone with tape delay, which gets it more into Pauline Oliveros deep listening territory, but I really like this one. I've had that record for 20 years. Still an exciting listen. Yeah, Rufan, but the point was that you're kind of isolated from the rest of the world, of what's actually going on. I remember people in the US thinking that Trump was appreciated outside of the US. I don't really know what that means. Europe is far more tribal, Rufan, huh? Hey Chris, nice to see you. That's been Chris' leitmotiv for the past couple of weeks. A new recording or a new mix of Dark Side of the Moon. Now, a fun record for me. It's a record I already had, but I was after it from a collector's perspective. So Don Cherry did 2 albums for a big actuel, Mew first part and Mew second part. But he also did this, a gatefold double LP version of the 2 of them, which I think is a pretty cool package. And I think that's how it should have been released in the first place anyways, as both sessions are from the same day. It is the same session. Yeah, exactly. Which is why we can only kind of make fun of it. Actually, let's play some Kenny Larkins. Something kind of unexpected from him. Some extremely funky music. I think the US is pretty well understood in Europe. Maybe more so than in the US. Ah, nice. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful record. I have a reissue of the second part of that, not the original. And I'm kind of tricked into keeping it because it's signed by Don Cherry with a drawing on the cover by him, like a little sketch. So of course I'm gonna keep it. But I like having this double pack now. Ah, nice! The drumming is really out of this world on this record. that's it. It's just Don and Ed Blackwell. Engineer Daniel Valencien, who did an incredible experimental electronic music album around that time. Yeah, I got these records when there was no reissues, so... Oh, the Blue Note one, yeah. You have a bunch of records you haven't listened to yet, huh? Andrew. I have about less than 10, but I have a couple of records I've had for over 20 years that I haven't listened to yet. Ooh, shame on me. Don't talk the devil's language. No such thing as buying too many records. Come on. Come on. Records are not just for listening. Ideally, they are, but they serve a whole lot of purposes. Yeah, that's the original one. Let's listen to some Kenny Larkin now. Something most people don't know about Kenny Larkin. One of my favorite secret weapons as a DJ, a party DJ. 808, if you're still here, you're gonna be very, very, very happy.
Beautiful, the two of us in summertime, the sun is shining, laughing as we kiss the ocean breeze. Walking hand in hand together, never to be parted ever. With you, feel so completely at ease. Nothing means more to me.
I love the rhythm, the tempo of that vocal.
Nothing means more to me. I'll give my all you see if you just share my life. Beautiful but two, beautiful but two, beautiful but two, beautiful but two.
Actually, I played with Kenny Larkin in Singapore, of all places. I was playing live before him, DJing, and then we did a back-to-back in a small club in Singapore. That was pretty wild. Like 2014 or 15. This is a remix of Inner City, which is Kevin Saunderson by Kenny Larkin. It's a triple pack, triple 12-inch. Share My Life. Made in Detroit, remade in Stoke. It's Graham Park remixes, which are not that great, But this is like a $5 record, so who cares? Hello, Dave. Greetings. Yeah. This is a wonderful track to mix in a DJ mix. There's quite a lot of room to play other tracks along this, and this bass is just insane. And the vocal. So squarey. Well, there you go. And I just noticed we passed the 2 hour already, so this is when I should have reminded you guys to thumbs up the video if you feel like it, to leave a comment in the comment section down there if you feel like it, if you want to engage more. It's always nice. And if you really like the stream, if you want to support the channel, if you want to tip your DJ of the night, always important if you can leave a tip to your DJ in the Ko-fi link in the description of the video or the other link. Thank you. Yeah, Aura, Azimut, the last track on the Azimut is absolutely exceptional.
Heaven must have sent you, that must be why I am with you, and I pray that you will never go away.
Yeah, I have almost all the 10 inches of Clouded, and I have a bunch of cassettes from those ones from the early days, and them, and most of the early those one stuff. Yeah, absolutely. And I agree, that was very refreshing when he turned up. Thank you. Thank you, Rrose. Even if it's freaking cold right now here, but I was playing some warming music, now some colding music. I know that's not a word, but it is now. In Sweden, the language and the grammar is pretty flexible. You can basically make up verbs out of nouns, adjectives out of verbs or nouns, and it's allowed. Tillåten. So I'm making it bleed into English. Yeah. I have the first Anticon compilation, Anticon 001, and I got almost every Anticon record from the first like 20, 25 or so. Now a band that has gathered a lot of renewed interest in the past 10 years thanks to reissues of their early stuff. But I don't like the early stuff. I really don't. But I like the second half of the discography of Nocturnal Emissions, Nightscapes. This is a late one from the late 90s or early 2000s, I'm not sure. Nigel Ayers from Nocturnal Emissions, he did some pretty rough industrial records in the beginning. Alessandro Adriani from Manquin, the label based in Berlin, he reissued all the early Nocturnal Emission records, if I remember correctly. But it's only when he kind of leaves behind the aggro noise stuff I get into him. And I got a lot of records of his. I've never played it, I think, in the streams, but I thought it might be needed to start doing that. Hello, Pat. Nice to see you. Yeah, I do love Nocturnal Emissions. That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? Out of context.
Hast du dich verlaufen? Ich kann dir den Weg auch nicht zeigen. Konzentrier dich einfach ein bisschen. Dann findest du vielleicht irgendwo den Weg. Ha, ha, ha,
Getting close to the end, huh? I'm freezing. But I'm gonna make it to the usual regular 2.5 hours. The cold shall not win, even if the music is getting colder.
Wie so ein dummes Nilpferd trampelt's einfach nur alles platt. Hast doch gar keine Orientierung, weißt nicht, wo du bist. Wie so ein dummes Nilpferd trampelt's alles platt. Weißt doch gar nicht, wo's lang geht. Ja. Konzentrier dich ein bisschen, wie so ein dummes Nilpferd.
So we're listening to Lena Willikens
Konzentrier dich ein bisschen, wie so ein
from Germany
dummes Nilpferd. Trampelst
on the Komeme label.
dich doch ein bisschen. Du hast doch gar keine Ahnung. Du weißt nicht, wo du bist.
Super eerie, creepy track. I love it.
Konzentrier dich mal ein bisschen, dummes Nilpferd. Konzentrier dich einfach nur mal ein bisschen. Dann trampelst du nicht alles im Abgrund.
Lena Willikens is a great DJ. Before being a producer, she does left field dance music. As a DJ, that's what she does. Pretty rough stuff. And this track is I absolutely love it. Yeah. Well, it's a standard jacket for the label Komeme. I'll show you the label when the track is finished. Lena Willikens.
Wie so ein dummes Nilpferd trampelst alles platt.
The Phantom Delia EP. And that concludes our Friday stream in Germany. The very first and best record by Ex-Mal Deutschland, a goth band, the great Zigzag label. This is from like 81, 82, I'm not sure. 81, between 81 and 83 probably. Before they got a bit too cheesy. But I hope you had fun. I hope you discovered some stuff that maybe you even decided, oh, I need that record, and got it on Discogs or elsewhere. I should be back next week. Until then, as I just said, sorry, you can leave a thumbs up or thumbs down to the video, depending on your feelings. Leave a comment And if you feel really grateful, leave a tip in the coffee jar. The link is in the description. Thank you guys. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.